on the OZ. She say she know me, she know the old me. 24 shots later, Kobe. Never.
What's going on, people? You know who it is. Tay Wiz coming live from the Man Cave. But today, coming in at number 4, my NBA power rankings. Them boys from the 713. The Houston Rockets. Let's go!
Crosses over, trying to throw, and he waited for the defense to come to him so he could throw the lob to Blake Griffin, but they never did.
James Harden trying to get the ball out of his hands, bringing it up the floor.
Nene answers back. Rockets already 5 turnovers in the first 4 minutes of the third. Well, how did that go in? What a great move from Nene. Again, only down 6 with Harden having an off shooting game, just 2 of 10 from the field. Nene inside with the left hand. 10 straight points now. Short, Adams had it knocked out of his hands. Nice play by Eric Gordon. Nene running the floor and throws it down. Poor transition defense from OKC. Harden the rebound.
This is bad offense, though, right now.
Nene down the other end on a perfect bounce pass from Harden. Gordon throws it ahead to Ariza. Ariza down to Nene. Nene lays it in and one.
I just don't understand.
James Harden.
Gordon the 3, rebound Beverly, offensive board. Oh, look at Harrell! Harden. Anderson, shot clock at 1. Got it!
My
Big
goodness.
shot by Ryan Anderson. And the Rockets lead by 1. Curry the defense. Harden the drive. Out to Anderson. 3. Good! Ryan Anderson strokes it from the corner. Anderson long 3. No. Decker the offensive rebound. Out to Gordon. Open triple. Book it! Gordon knocks down the 3 and ties it at 121. With 1:25 to go, the Decker offensive board was big, and the 3 by Gordon was perfect. Gordon is...
What are you saying?
Well, with 8 consecutive losses since, Harden puts up a triple. First field goal since 6
by 1, goes by 2 for...
What's going on, people? You know who it is. It's Tay Wiz coming live from the Man Cave as usual. For those subscribers out there not subscribed to the YouTube channel, hit that bell. If you're not subscribed to the Twitter page, hit that bird at TAE_WIGGS. Now, you know I keep you in tune with the latest, and I mean latest information going around the NBA. But right now, today, coming in at number 4, that team from the 713 H-Town, the Houston Rockets. And the reason why I chose the Houston Rockets at number 4 in my power rankings, last year, we know they was 55-27. In the Western Conference, they were 36-16. In the division, they was 10-6. Well, this year, folks, I got them right now. I know everybody's like, man, come on, Dante, what you got? I got them at 57-25. That's what I got them at. 57 wins, 25 losses. Because I'm looking at some of the guys they added. Cameron Oliver, Isaiah Hurston, Accuso, all these guys. Then I'm looking at some of the key veterans that they added. Chris Paul, CP3, a savvy point guard, someone who's going to bring it. You know he's going to bring it every night. And you know what I'm saying? The last time he actually been to the Western Conference Finals, he was playing for the New Orleans Pelicans. Can they coach the whole thing? They want to know before I jump into everything. They added Luke Malbute, another guy. We know he's not the best offensive player. We know he can play defense a little. You added PJ Tucker, some strength and some girth there as well. But the thing that's going to hurt them, they did lose Patrick Beverly, Montrezl Harrell, and then Sam Decker, and other numerous players coming from the Houston Rockets organization. Then you just look down their roster, what the Houston Rockets had. You got Nene. You know he's going to bring it every night. It's not the same Nene that you've seen in the Denver Nuggets or the Wizards Nene, but this Nene is more poised in his position. It's going to get after it. rebound, defend, and just not. One thing I do like about Nene game, which goes unnoticed a lot around the league, Nene can hit a 10 to 15-foot jump shot. Nene can post you up and score with his back towards the basket. Nene can rebound. And one thing I do like about Nene that he don't get no respect to, Nene runs the floor for a guy his size. Nene does run the floor, and he's going to dunk on you if you get caught sleeping. That's one thing I know about Nene. And, you know, with Nene, I have met Nene before. First class guy. Very, very, very nice. You know, Trevor Ariza, another guy who I've met just doing certain things, like in my own man cave, meeting these guys at the arena. Man, these guys are nice, man. I ain't gonna lie. You know, some people give them the perspective that these guys are a-holes, they all about themselves, and they don't want to talk to nobody. I beg to differ. I met these guys personally. I want to salute to Nene, Trevor Ariza, Montrezl Harrell. I met these guys. These guys are very nice. Ryan Anderson, back to basketball. Like I said, Nene's going to bring it tonight. Ryan Anderson, we know he can step outside, knock down a three, and stuff like that. But the one thing I want to see Ryan Anderson work on during his offseason is play a little bit defense. Can he just hold his guy just enough where the opponent on the offensive end throws the ball away to their team, or do something stupid like a traveling violation or double dribble or shoot or forget the shot clock went off and get called for 24-second shot clock violation. This is what I'm looking for Ryan Anderson. I know he can score. The whole thing is, can Ryan Anderson hold his man on the defensive end of the floor? Can Ryan Anderson just not only score about 15 points per game, but can he keep his opponent down under their average with 8 to 10 points? That's what you want to see from Ryan Anderson. Being more consistent on the defensive end. We know he can shoot the threes, but sometimes he got some games on the offensive end, he's come up missing as well. So we're looking for that as well. Just be more assertive in the game, and especially defense win championships, first and foremost. We know that. Ask Trevor Ariza, who helped contribute to the Lakers championship ring when he played along with Kobe Bryant by his side. We know Trevor Ariza has that championship admiration on that defensive end. But the whole thing is Trevor Ariza willing to show the younger guys what it takes to be an NBA champion in this league? Does this team, like I said, does this team right here, the Houston Rockets, do they have enough power to contend with the Spurs or the Golden State Warriors? We don't know. That remains to be seen. You got Bobby Brown, the point guard, shooting guard, who give you glimpses every now and then that he can score. Which is a lot of pieces gone for him in Houston Rockets bench. Maybe he be the next man up who could do different things out there on the floor for them to help them get to where they want to be, to hoist that Larry O'Brien trophy at the end of the year. You got the 6th man of the year on your team, Eric Gordon. The whole thing about Eric Gordon, we know last year is probably one of the best seasons that he had since he's been in the NBA. Can he continue this to a whole? Can he continue this? That spot and the highlights. Can he continue that? Can he keep going? What he did last year was phenomenal. That was last year. But the key is this is a whole new basketball season. Oh yeah, October 17th. Can he sustain that, what he did from last year, and bring that to the NBA this coming fall? That's what you want to see from Eric Gordon. The consistency. Like I said, he wasn't injured. This is probably this is probably the best season that he had because he wasn't injured. Can he be injury-free again this year? I feel like if he's injury-free again this year, sky's the limit for that Rockets team. Now, when you look at Sean Long, Tim Quarterman, Troy Williams, and Isaiah Taylor, we already know these guys, I just name off, those 4 to 5 guys I just name off, they are going to be fighting for not a playoff spot. For them guys I called up, the reason I say a playoff spot, he's like, playoffs? Can they make that NBA roster? So during training camp and preseason games, that's like the playoff games to them. Can they sustain enough offensive and defensive power to take it to the next level to make this 16 to 17 NBA man roster? You already know you adding Chris Paul, Luba Mute, and PJ Tucker, and you got the 3 rookies coming in. Probably only have room for 2 more or 3 more players. Like I said, I named about 4 to 5. Do they have enough to go to the next level to make this Houston Rockets squad? Because playing time is going to be tight for that team over there. Like I said, what I'm seeing from them, the Houston Rockets, putting Chris Paul at your point guard is going to help. And the one thing I've been hearing everybody talking about when I'm doing my power rankings, saying, hey, Dante, can James Harden and Chris Paul coexist? It's the same thing about Russell Westbrook and James Harden. Can they coexist? And the same question people keep asking me when Kevin Durant went to play for the Warriors, and they said, can Kevin Durant and Steph Curry, Draymond Green, Klay Thompson, and them boys, can they coexist? I feel like the Warriors did coexist. Them guys set their pride to a side, and you seen what happened. They won an NBA championship. And that team, what you notice about the Golden State Warriors, that team is so unselfish, and that's what happened. They coexisted, they put their egos to the side, and they got the Larry O'Brien trophy. Can Chris Paul and James Harden do the same thing? I can say yes. Chris Paul just want to come off the ball a little bit more. He want to be more of a person who want to take more jump shots and stuff. Like, we know Chris Paul can get to the hole that well. We know he's a pit bull on defense. This is one of the guys who's every year in the league, he is top 3 or top 5 guys in the league in steals. And what I'm seeing from Chris Paul, can he help that Houston Rockets get where they need to go? First and foremost, we know Chris Paul can do it. But first and foremost, before I leave, it starts with one person on the defensive end. His name is James Harden. Can James Harden be more vocal on the defensive end when it comes to playing defense? We need to see James Harden play more defense. Like I said, it's okay to score 30 and 40 points. If you're scoring 30 points, you cannot give up on your opponent and let your opponent score 25. Because that don't balance out right. If you're scoring 30 points that night, the person that you're supposed to be guarding or checking or defending, you're supposed to keep him down in the 18 to 15 point range. You can't be scoring 40 and your opponent got 30. That's not playing defense. That means in the plus minus, he just minus 10 in the 10 in the points, and you just plus 10. So you got to do more on the defensive end, James Harden, if you want to become an NBA champion. This team has championship caliber mentality right here. It has a championship caliber, starting with Mike D'Antoni, who moved James Harden to the point guard spot. Is James Harden willing to go back to the shooting guard spot and let CP3 play the point? Now, that's going to be remain to see. I think that's what's going to happen. We're going to see James Harden less ball handling. Chris Paul probably going to be more of the ball handler this year, even though Chris Paul said he wanted to be more off the ball and become more a guy who would freelance and shoot. I don't think that's going to happen because I don't think that's Chris Paul's game. I still want to see Chris Paul at the point guard spot, handling the rock and setting up the players to be in certain spots. And I'm looking, one guy I left off, and I say him, another player for last 2, Clint Capella. We know the players that Chris Paul played with in the past, Tyson Chandler, DeAndre Jordan, and you know when he's the point guard, them guys either be first or second in the league in dunks. Clint Capella, is going to benefit a lot from this. Just saying, he might go from averaging 10 points per game to almost 16 to 18 points per game. Just because Chris Paul is going to make that game that much fun and easier, especially for the big guys like Clint Capella. Clint Capella is going to benefit a lot, and I mean a lot, from the alley-oops and easy passes towards the basket. And y'all know who I am. I'm Tay Wiggs, reporting live from the Man Cave. If you're not subscribed to the YouTube channel, please ring that bell. If you're not subscribed to the Twitter, please hit that bird at TAE_WIGGS. Until next time, folks, peace.